There once lived a man who was asked where he found so many remarkable ideas. People marveled at his discoveries. They admired his wisdom. They wondered how one man could see possibilities where everyone else saw ordinary fields. His name was George Washington Carver. Many assumed the answers came from books alone. Others believed they came from the laboratory. But those who knew him understood that many of his greatest discoveries began long before he entered either. Before the day's work began, Carver often rose with the morning light and wandered quietly through the woods and fields surrounding his home. He did not hurry. He did not seek distraction. He simply observed. He listened. He believed the natural world had much to teach those who were patient enough to pay attention. To Carver, every tree, every flower, every stream, and every seed carried a lesson waiting to be discovered. He once remarked that nature spoke constantly. The difficulty was not that nature was silent. The difficulty was that people had forgotten how to listen. That thought deserves our attention, for we live in a world where many people spend their lives searching for answers, while rarely allowing themselves a moment of stillness. We rush from one responsibility to another, one conversation to the next, one concern to another, and then we wonder why clarity seems so difficult to find. Carver understood something many of us overlook. A quiet mind often sees what a busy mind cannot. His listening did not end with the woods. He listened to farmers. Not merely to their words, but to their struggles. They told him their fields no longer produced as they once had. Year after year they planted cotton. Year after year the harvest grew weaker. The land itself had become exhausted. Many searched for ways to force more from the soil. Carver asked a different question. What does the land need? Instead of demanding more from the earth, he listened to it. His answer became one of his greatest contributions. He encouraged farmers to plant peanuts, sweet potatoes, soybeans, and other crops instead of cotton every season. These crops restored strength to the soil. When cotton was planted again, the fields became productive once more. Think about the wisdom hidden in that lesson. When something has been depleted, the answer is not always to work it harder. Sometimes the answer is restoration. How many people today continue planting the same crop in their own lives? The same routine, the same habits, the same worries, the same pace. Then they wonder why their joy has disappeared, why their strength has faded, why their spirit feels exhausted. Perhaps they do not need to push harder. Perhaps they need to restore what has been depleted. Perhaps that is the invitation for each of us. Spend less time demanding answers. Spend more time becoming quiet enough to hear them. Walk beneath the morning sky. Sit where the world grows still. Reflect. Listen. You may discover that the answer you have been chasing has been patiently waiting for the moment when your mind finally became quiet enough to receive it.